Hello everyone, welcome to Minitab webinar. Today, we are going to talk about Minitab Connect systems. My name is Wing Dong. I have worked as a Minitab trainer and a consultant for over 15 years. Now I am working with the Minitab solution team to serve our customers with various data analytic solutions. Now, every company has a group of people called data analysts. However, the problem is how much data analysis is your team actually doing? Do you have disjointed data centers? Do your resources contribute effectively towards valuable business intelligence? Do you trust your data? What is the quality of your data pipelines? 44% of leaders say their data teams spend more than half of the time accessing and preparing data. 3 in 5 data professionals say it takes days or weeks to get all the necessary data. Actually, your analytic people spend most of the time just on preparing data. So how to solve the problem? Let's talk about Minitab Connect. Minitab Connect is a powerful web-based platform with all the tools to import, unify, clean, and prepare data for analysis. Connect has a list of over 200 pre-built connectors for automated import from various data sources, data warehouses, data lakes, IoT devices, SaaS applications, cloud storage, and spreadsheet. Connect also supports form-based data collection, allowing you to customize forms and enable direct data entry that feeds into the system. Connect eliminates time-consuming manual data blending and cleansing tasks with tools to automate scheduling processes that repeat, refresh, and deliver as needed. Because the platform integrates data sources into a centralized database, analysts can easily access clean, current, blended data without risking data quality, integrity, or security. Prepped data can be shared with other users as repeatable workflows, eliminating repetitive data setup processes. Live data charts and dashboards can be shared securely with relevant stakeholders. Connect enables flexible connections to a variety of resources like CSV, Excel, or other flat file formats. Internal offline data from call centers, email and chat systems, and interactive voice response systems. Here is only a small sampling of the growing list of more than 200 pre-built connectors. Plus, Connect offers the flexibility to create new connections to other data sources. The prep tool includes prep options like obtaining counts, encoding, as well as text options like correcting case mismatches, splitting text strings, concatenating, and trimming, and numeric options like average, sum, or rounding. The prep tool also includes formatting options like formatting text as a URL or zip code, formatting numeric data like currency, percents, or scientific notation, as well as manipulating daytime data. You may ask yourself what type of data cleaning and manipulation steps are needed before you run analysis. The flow tool eliminates manual data cleanup and automates movement of data between different sources. It is an ELT tool like extract, transform, and load, but we have more functions than ETL. For example, you can schedule a task to read data from two different databases, join them together, remove duplicate data, run some statistical analysis, then update the result on the dashboard. All of these steps can be arranged automatically in a flow without human intervention. Dashboard enables users to easily create interactive graphs that can be shared in dashboards and can be automatically refreshed as new data flows into the platform. The interactive visualizations that are generated within the Connect platform can be displayed in web-based dashboards. And Connect provides a link to easily share dashboards with individuals or different teams. The audit tool is a metadata reporting interface with audit logins. It includes session fingerprinting for auditing, and all variables saved, all available saved elements such as flows, visualizations, and different forms. Also, it includes maintenance or system information. Maintenance or system information includes backup history or last backup, number of records, and the size on disk, ownership, creation date, update timestamps, any information about data insertion, and also update, etc. Okay, then let's have a live demo of Connect system. Okay, so now let's open Connect. When you open Connect, you will see on the screen you have list of recent tables, and also you have recent dashboards. Plus you can add a table or add dashboard. And here is just a list of flows, like finished successfully or not successfully. So let's open a data file in OneDrive, for example. So I go to add, I give a file name called temp connect, and I gotta save this file in a directory which is my sandbox directory. Yeah. So I go this is my directory, and the data sets, because you can see here is a list of data sets that Connect can talk to. We have a new relic, we have report, etc. So Mongo, and also Oracle, Teradata, etc. So we have around 200 different connectors, we call connectors, you can talk to. But here I'm just looking for OneDrive. So I click on OneDrive. So I try to connect to my OneDrive file. It's a new connection. I say temp, give it name, and we try to do authorization first. Yeah, so go to my account, successfully, okay, authorization, okay, we save it. So now I can access my drive, OneDrive, and go to the file. So we're going to go down to the directory and find the file. Okay, the file is under my documents, and it's a bit long pass. Yeah, it's a bit long. We go down because I put it on the solution work and solution data, and because we group it into connect webinar. Yeah, so then I can see the file. The file is called temp CSV. This is a CSV file. Oops, CSV. Then next. So Connect gonna set up a link and read this file into Connect. Truncate this table, I say yes, because every time I'm gonna get a fresh read. Now I can just say save the link, save the connection. Now I say saved, and the data was successfully read into Connect. So you will see in this file we have daytime, yeah, and also we have different product. This product we group into different category, 1, 2, or 3. And for each part we have a height measurement and width measurement. Okay, so but first we're gonna save this view. Like every time, this is like an original view, so I try to save as a default view. So I save it as a new view, yes, called default. Default view. It's a default, yes. So default view, just like every time I open the data file, you will have a view like this. But you can also manipulate and change it to a different view, which you can give a different name. So let's see the sort, because you want to see a different order, for example. So we say we add a default sort, we add a field. For example, we choose product. You want product listed, okay. I want to turn on the auto load, which means I change it here, the data can straight away change. So I want to increase or decrease. So you read based on product, I can have decrease view or increase view. So you can see the result straight away. And I can also go to filters. Filters mean I want to filter part of the data. I'm not going to read everything. So let's say I go to put a category as a filter. So we say if category equal to 1, put it 1, this is a view I want to view. I want to save. So it's like a category is 1. I'm looking at category 2 or 3. Again, I can save it. This is going to be different, another view, right? So I say it's a new view. I can save a name called category 1, for example. Save it. So in the saved views, you have two. One is a default, let's read everything and as original dot file. And also you have category 1, which means only list category 1 products. Okay, let's just go to default view. Okay, suppose I want to say the height, right? The height, and these are recorded in centimeter, but I want to have another column. I want to list as inch, right? Convert to inch. So I go to fields, I add the height again, but this time I'm gonna change the value called inch. How to change, but doesn't mean you're gonna change the number, you're gonna change the number again straight away. We need to convert. That's why we use this tool called prepare. So add a prepare tool. So the tools called, you can see it add tools, you're gonna get plenty of functions like count distinct, and find minimum, maximum, etc. So we're gonna use the tools called arithmetic, which means some calculation. We use multiplication. So if the number multiplied by 0.3937, that means how you're going to convert centimeter to inch, right? So I run it. Now I have a column, and it's recorded in inch. So again, I can still save this view. If I want to save this view, yeah, I can save it as another view. It's called new view. It's just like height in inch, for example. That is what we call the height in inch. Save. All right. So we look at the saved views. We have several. One is a height in inch. Yeah, we can see the inch column. If you want to see default, we have see default different way to look at data. Also, if I want to see only category 1, I can see category 1. Let's do another calculation. For example, I go to default view again. So this time I want to see the average height by category. So different category, I want to see the average height. And okay, so which means we'll only need the height and the category. So the rest of variables I don't need to see. All right, so we can use a prep tool and get the answer. For example, category, I probably say distinct. I want this distinct value. And for height, I'm gonna go for average. So me Connect can quickly calculate what is 1, 2, 3, what is the average height for this this product belongs to 1, 2, 3 category. Again, you can save it. Save this view as a new view. Give a name. I called it average height by category. Just easy to identify. And okay. So we can save another view. So now we have 4 different views, right? Look at data by default, or even by category 1, or average height by category, whatever.
Okay, let's look at another tool called Flow Tools. So it's Flow Tools. Flow Tools just a list of actions you're gonna do, and I put it in the row. So here we have, you can put in start with menu, or you can see, in this case, you can choose manually run the flow or scheduled. So scheduled means every day, for example, every hour, every day, and every week or every month, you can schedule this task. And at time, start time, end time, whatever. Okay. And next here we have the just connect, run the temp connect, which means we'll bring data in. So I want to do something like, first I want to, when you read data in, I don't want to see any duplicate records. So if it's duplicate records, I want to get rid of, right? So that's why I come to the process. Okay. So we go to processes. We want to enter or create some process. One is to do the duplication, and another I want to send an email. All right. So here we say I create a process. It's called deduplication. So to trigger a process, I add a name. We'll give it duplication. The type of process is called deduplication. Yeah, remove duplicate records. Then how to specify duplicate record? I'm gonna say if match all of them, date, product, category, height, and width, then we say it's a duplicate. Okay. Add. So we create it and save it. Save the duplicate record process. We save it first. Then next, I want to create another one. So which means I'm gonna go to process, create another one. We called it email. So I will say after the data read into the successful read into the database, I want to send an email. So the process gonna be at the process, I say email. We select options. It's gonna be the action called the type of action is called email. Then send to myself. And the message in the box is like a process completed. Add and save the process. So we back to the flow tools. Back to the flow tools. Here now I have deduplicate a process, and another is called email. So I can put it into the order. So it's such like when you start a process manually or schedulely, or you will run the connection, then we run deduplication. So put it here in the between. So deduplication, and then I'm going to send an email, which is the fourth step. I put it here. So this is like a flow I want to run every time. So when you finish this, I can save it, and then flow saved, right? Let's try to run it. And it's been queued, and Minitab gonna run it. Let's see how fast it's gonna. I can see the action. Okay, seems like it's finished. So it's run the process now and run the duplication, and also it's gonna send me email. I just wait, see I can get an email very soon from Connect. Okay, I got it. So I already got the email. I can show you. Here it is. It says email process found for notification and process completed. Just got the email message. So this is called a flow tool. Okay, next we go to visualization. Again, I try to make sure the data view, I'm going to use a default view. Yeah, default view. Then we'll go to visualization. So we can run using the current configuration. Yeah, we say just like we can otherwise go to default view. We can run all sorts of graph like area spline, line area graphs, the bar chart, column chart, and pie chart, bubble chart. So let's run the simplest, the pie chart. We just count all the different categories, right? So we select field, we use a category, which is like I just count how many categories, 1, 2, 3, and the proportion of each. And run it. Okay, here's a pie chart. That's like category 2, 44 occurrences, 11 for 1, and 42 for category 3. Or you can save the graph if you want to use it later. Okay, then for Connect also have the SPC functionalities, right? We'll go to SPC functionalities. Again, I use a default view. So SPC, when run SPC, also we have capability as well. So let's try to run the process chart, control chart. Let's talk about width. So I can use X bar R chart, right? Data gonna be the width. And let's say subgroup size is 2. Just randomly pick a subgroup size 2. And here is, let's see, run. So I can see the control chart, right? So we have outlier and failure points. And here it is, we have a sample 24 out of spec. So you see the control chart. Then you can also set up alarm. So alarm, right? So here is, you can set an alarm message. If something wrong, it's because it's temp control chart is a type of SPC, and you can set up alarm here, put a message. How about capability analysis? Yeah, okay. I go to this. We set up capability. So, for example, we're not going to use a control chart. We have some capability. So, suppose we use normal capability. The variable going to be the width and the subgroup size. We'll put 2. And lower spec is 23.87. The upper spec going to be 23.9. Let's see how we go. Okay, so when we run it, we got a capability report. Right? This is the process data capability. We talk about target, upper spec, sample mean, sample size, and we have ppm and ppm, yep, ppk. Okay, so here's capability. Last one is audit. Audit means it records what's happening in this data file. First, generate information, yeah, and followed by some record audit. What you done the truncate, you insert some data file. This is the truncate record audit. And also we have fields, yeah, totally 5 fields in this data file. Flows, because we have the connect, which is connect the file. We run deduplication. We also have send email. We're going to send the email as a process. And prepare the view. We create 4 different views. Yeah, 4 different views to look at data. And data processing, we have 2. One is deduplicate, and also we have email. Okay. So next, I demonstrate how to connect 2 tables together. So that's now in the tables, because under my folder, now I have the table we just brought in is a temp connect. We can see the file. Yeah. I just bring close this part. So you will see we have category, we have a height, we have width. But for the next file, we also have another file called temp spec. So which means this file is very small. I just put it in before. So this file has all the specification. That's like for category 1, the width low spec should be 48, width upper spec should be 52. And also as well, we have category 1, 2, 3. So what I try to do is link these two tables together, because in temp connect this file, we don't have specification. We only have width, but we also need to link this together. So link this table together, but we need to, the common fields or the key field is going to be the category. If category is 2, then I should also have the specification link next to this table. That's what I'm trying to do. So then we go to add table. We'll add a new table. We say temp combined, still stored in the same directory. This is gonna be a mess up file. So we're gonna list all the primary tables plus also match the record. So primary table should be the temp connect, right? So the file is stored in sandbox. Okay. The file is temp connect, if you remember. And another link table, still the same location, but is temp spec. Okay. So links them together. We're gonna choose category equal catalog. So these two, as you know, we choose this, which means if they're equal, then link all the specification to primary table. Then save it. Now we successfully link two tables, put it into one table. Again, you can start from here and running other analysis, right? You can run prepare tools, you can run graphical analysis, you can run SPC, etc. So that's how Connect can bring two tables, maybe at different location. As long as you can link together, we can create a big table. Okay, next part, we're going to look at the dashboard, how we're going to apply that dashboard. Okay, now let's talk about dashboard. So before we talk about dashboard, this time I'm going to use a different data set, which means the dashboard can be based on the current data set. So the data set has ID, and also for each part we monitor speed, temperature, and the strength, right, associated with this part. And also we have talking about which machine and timestamp. So this is a data set. We're going to run some dashboard using dashboard to display some features. And also the data set were ordered with an descending, which means based on ID, the highest number can display first. Okay, descending order. Every data set can be exported to Minitab. So if you click on here, you can pop up window for you to save the data set in Minitab, and you can run further analysis. Okay, so I have this dashboard pre-built, some of them, but I'm gonna add in some features in this dashboard. So here I insert some image, which is a Connect image, and we have Minitab and Visit. We work together on this webinar. Okay, so we're gonna build in some. Let's see what are the features we can put in. First part called visualization, right? So for example, I want to draw a scatter plot. I just drag scatter plot here. And the scatter plot, I want to plot strength and speed, okay, by machine. So I can open, and then I put Y gonna be the strength, and X gonna be the speed. I want to see the association. Okay. And AB machine different, so that's why I put a grouping variable as a machine. Then I create. So I have a scatter plot ready. So I can put it in the position, just like I'm gonna put it here. Right, so make it look good. So going down, make it smaller, resize, and put it in here. So here's scatter plot. Okay, and another is called API or KPIs. You can put KPI means suppose I'm interested in putting some. Here we have maximum strength. From the data set we pick out the maximum strength. What about average strength, for example? So I go to KPI and I want to add it, which means I'm gonna based on KPI and which variable. We say it's strength. What kind of function? I'm looking for the mean average strength. Okay, then finished. I just put it here, and this is one of the KPI. Interesting. Okay. Also, we can enter table. Table means the data file. So which means I have already, it's like put all the data table listed here. So on the dashboard, you can also see live data. So here I have ID, speed. You can see that's all the data, real data in the database. So I have table here. We can also have quality tools like control chart and capability. So here is the control chart. I plot the X bar R chart and plot the speed, just monitor speed. For control chart, you can have function like set up alarm. So for example, if the 1 point outside 3 standard deviation or other test, you can put your name of the alarm and send the email. Right? So we saw this feature before. So just put in set up alarm. If there's some points like some special cause variation we detect, we can set up alarm. Similarly, we can do capability. So here we have a normal capability, which means plot the strengths, right? We have lower spec, upper spec, we will run probability and shows what's the capability of this process. Similarly, you can set up alarm system. So if let's see the alarm system. So if you have some percentage data lower than lower specification or over upper specification, you can set up alarm system. Okay. And furthermore, we can have a data entry form here. Data entry form means if I want to manually enter some data from dashboard. So which means the data gonna enter this table, and also the dashboard gonna refresh because you can have new data coming in. So we call this data entry form. And further down, we can have some slicers, right? So slicers like, what if I want to see some typical time frame data? So I can put a time slicer. But here I want to enter a categorical slicer. So for example, I put a slicer here. So this slicer, I say I do edit. So it's going to be categorical. I choose machine as a slicer. So here, just like a preset is all machine. So you can choose either A or B, right? So set up, put it here. Yeah. So this is another slicer. I can choose either all machine, or I can want to say just want to view A or B machine. I save the slicer. All right. And another part is called live analysis. So it's here just some graphical analysis. This is called live analysis. What does it mean? So here I also run some regression. Regression means Okay, suppose I want to build a relationship between strength and speed. So here, based on the current data, this is my regression and relationship, which is what is the intercept, what is the slope. So you can see this is 29.21.9 times speed. So here's an association. But if I update my data, I also want to see the regression analysis got updated as well. That's why I put this part we call live analysis. All right. So for we fill up all the dashboard. The whole dashboard can be shared. So which means I can share it internally. So people have license can access Minitab Connect like dashboard. Also, you can make it public. It's just like you put a big screen in your plant and then display this page. So this page gonna display live to everyone. This is public link, right? So you can lots of things you can do with dashboard. Okay, so let's save it, and I can show you the preview. Preview means we're gonna run it. So currently, I choose, for example, you can based on time, I can choose yesterday, this week, last week, or you can choose all time. Right, so this is all time. How about machine? I can choose all of them, or machine A, whatever. I just display A. So which means this scatter plot just display A machine. If I choose all of them, so it will display A and B. So look at the heat map. It shows that the association, okay, this is the average temperature. Yeah, looks like I-24, this machine at A, the average temperature too high. That's why it shows this part. And also, you can see that this is a capability. This is a control chart. Yeah, we got some failure. Yeah. Okay, and here is the average strength for all of them is 1,526. But if it's let's say if I go for machine A, this number changes because it's only looking for A. This is the 50 percentiles of the speed. So many options. We put a visit here and Minitab here. So let's see another live analytics, which means if I enter new data, which means I'm looking for regression feature gonna change, update as well. So okay, okay, so here I'm gonna choose all of them. So all machine, all time. So the latest data is here, 63, right? So this is the last row. So what I'm gonna do next, I go for example, 64. Speed is 200, and with temperature I put it 319, and with the strength somewhere around 1450. With machine I gave it a B, and the time I choose somewhere around let's say February 16, okay, and the part number is I-24. Okay, so you see this is a new observation, and I'm gonna submit to the data set. So which means this data set gonna update, and so also I'm expecting the live analysis part is gonna change. So you notice 206, the coefficient is minus 21.9. Okay, so hopefully this change. I submit. Okay, so submission received, and everything gonna update it. Okay, so we got a 64 observation listed here, right? We just entered, and you see regression equation change because we have got new data. Of course, the equation gonna change. All right, so you can see dashboard gonna very helpful. You can dynamically watch your current process, what's going on, and see any special cause variation or any issues you try to identify. using this tool. Okay, let's talk about some user cases. Here is an example of using Connect systems and for business forecasting. So here, just like look at the graph, it can predict or monitor the customer complaints over time. And also customer claim, we plot individual over time, it's dots, how many complaints, it's called the cost. And also we can build a forecast module, which means we're gonna live forecast what is the next period, what's gonna be the customer complaints, etc. Okay, so we can do forecasting live. This is customer survey application. So here we say we live update the what called relative important variable, which means we're gonna see live what are the key variables associated with customer satisfaction. And this graph can plot, say, what's going on with the different transaction and their initial purchase experience, how these are associated for custom survey application. And this is very typical for manufacturing, right? If you have manufacturing line, you probably say you want to run some capability report, how many products within spec, and you want to monitor what about standard deviation and the control chart, sample mean, sample standard deviation, etc. That's control chart. They're very useful in manufacturing. This picture plot the big picture of Minitab products. Okay, today we talk about the data layer, which is Minitab Connect. So Minitab Connect is a cloud product. It can talk to all the data in the cloud, something like different database, different location, so we can grab data into Minitab Connect. So based on Minitab Connect, we can also work with Minitab web version. We have Minitab web version when you run live analytics. So you can see from the example, we can update the regression equation straight away if we have new data coming in. So this part we'll call live analytics. We also have a product called Minitab real-time SPC. So real-time SPC is designed for manufacturing plant. So in manufacturing plant, you have different product, you have different process, and you have different station. People can collect data automatically or manually. So here we can real-time SPC gonna based on the Connect system and draw real-time SPC. You can draw control charts and also capability reports. And if you have on-premise data, we can gather data through, say, a secure data gateway system. So we can get data if you have data on your premise. Another product called Minitab Model Ops. So if you have built a machine learning model, let's say you based on the data and build a model, you can make a prediction. So Model Ops gonna help you to make a live prediction and very quick. It's just like you can run the model up on the web, on the cloud, and send your data into the cloud, and you get the answer straight away. For example, prediction of failure or non-failure. For them, talking about the machines, failure or failure, or predict someone gonna default. This guy can't pay the loan, or they can. So something like give you a probability. You can also utilize Connect, which means the data can fit in the model live, right? So if you utilize Connect, which means data gonna come in live into Model Ops and then live out, result gonna generate it straight away. So this you can utilize Connect and put in and connect the data into Model Ops. You get something very quick. Also going to speed up the benefit, or definitely going to maximize the benefit. So this is a picture of Minitab products at the moment. You can see we'll go for Minitab Cloud, or for cloud version. And here is just a snapshot of real-time SPC. So based on different product, different process, different station, you may have workers working on the plant. Also, you may have engineers to design the workflow. You can have supervisors, so apply to every job in the manufacturing plant. And this is model op. So if you can fetch data through Minitab Connect and put in Minitab, generate a model, and run model ops, you can have live result. So definitely going to utilize the Minitab Connect features. So what is Minitab Connect? So I use something like one word to summarize. It helps you to access, blend, enrich, visualize, and analyze data from all your critical sources for meaningful business intelligence and confident, informed decision making. So that's a sentence to summarize today's webinar. What is Minitab Connect and what are the products associated with Minitab Connect? Okay, so that's going to be the end of this webinar, and appreciate your time. So if you are interested in the product, you can contact Busy, contact Minitab. Okay, so we can help you. Hopefully we can help you, right? And thank you very much.